Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. Today is Friday, October 20th, and the moon is in Capricorn. Early this morning, we had a conjunction between the sun and Mercury. We can have two types of conjunctions of the sun and Mercury: a superior or an inferior conjunction. Inferior conjunctions, or as some astrologers like to call them, interior adjustments of the sun and Mercury, occur when Mercury is retrograde. Mercury is not retrograde, so that makes this one a superior conjunction. It's the closest thing that, energetically anyway, that we can get to an opposition between the sun and Mercury, because astronomically that can't really happen from Earth's perspective. And so, but Mercury, hidden in the heart of the sun, is on the opposite side of the sun from the Earth. And so this is actually a conjunction where we actually get perspective. And it's in the sign of peace. It's in the sign of war and peace. It's in the sign of extremes and balance. Libra is the point in the zodiac, and it happens in Libra. Libra is in the point of the zodiac where we first become aware of the other, the opposition, the other, I and thou. It reminds me in a way of that old movie from, I think it might have been the 90s, Enemy Mine. One of my favorite movies, with Louis Gossett Jr. and, what's his name? He was married to Meg Ryan. I always do that to that poor guy. Anyway, him. And if you can rent it or watch it or pull it up on some sort of streaming service, might be worth a look at. I've always kind of loved that movie. Anyway, what is it going to take? What's it going to take for us to find peace, to come to a place of agreement? Capricorn moon wants to get the work done, serious about the work. We also have today a square, later today, a square between Mercury and Pluto. And tomorrow, the sun and Pluto. Mercury goes first, then the sun squares. Last quarter crisis in consciousness square. This is a square of power struggles, control. We can see this going on in the situation with the House of Representatives, the Republican Party trying to get a speaker. We can see it in places like Israel, Ukraine, where war is raging, where one party feels the right to bully and kill. Well, two parties, four parties. We are at a point where it's all in our face right now, and ignoring it isn't going to make it go away. We have to keep our eyes wide open and our hearts open, and feel the feelings on both sides of the issues, and then try to figure out where we stand, what do we stand for, how do we get there. Eclipse season, yes. Many times I've said I have this mantra, and it's evolve or die. We're seeing it. We're seeing it in the Republican Party that up to this point seems to refuse to evolve and are they themselves destroying themselves. We see it in Israel. We see it in the Ukraine. We see it in many places. You can see it in your own life, in your own home perhaps, in your own family, in your own workplace. I used to watch Dr. Phil. Don't really watch him anymore. Haven't watched him in years. But there used to be this question he would ask. He would say to his peeps, would you rather be right or would you rather be happy? That's the story, Morning Glories. We are searching. We are searching. Got some roses. The last roses of summer are now the roses of fall. And one day it's going to get real cold. One night it's going to get real cold and many of these leaves are just going to die away and go to sleep for a season. Let's hold peace in our hearts. Let's try to avoid taking sides. And let's try to stand in the middle and draw either side to the middle. And for those who want to continue to tear the peace apart, may they be illuminated and may they let go of their need to be right so we all can be happy. Yep. All right, guys. Ooh, we do have a little, this little rose over here. This is Boo's rose. Looks like somebody's been eating it. Oh well, we'll get a rose out of that. We also have Gretchen's rose. For those of you who haven't been with me long enough to know who Boo and Gretchen are, Boo and Gretchen were our German Shepherds. Boo was a big all black, beautiful Bubba head. Some of you remember him on my morning walks. And unfortunately, Gretchen was a little too old by the time I got to my morning walks. But it's been 4 years since we had to let go of Gretchen and 3 years since we had to let go of Boo. I think about them every day. They're with me every day. Someday, hopefully, they'll stand beside me again when they decide to reincarnate and be with their mama on the physical plane. All right, guys. You know what? I think I'll just stop over here because this is a really nice view, I think, with all the beautiful colors and changing. Welcome to fall in New England, guys. All right. Let's pray for peace. Love to you all. Namaste.